Aespa recently performed at the Waterbomb Festival in Seoul. Instead of focusing on the amazing performance the girls gave, some lovelyz took to Korean social media platforms to talk about how they feel lied to by Karina because the size of her chest looks smaller than usual in pictures and videos circulated from the festival. Did you just roll your eyes? Because same. If you look clearly, you can see that she's wearing a black top underneath her outfit, which compresses her chest, making it appear smaller. As someone who's been wearing a D-cup bra since the age of 16, I can honestly tell you that it is an absolute nightmare to do any kind of physical activity in a normal bra because it just doesn't give you the support you need. I wear something similar every time I work out or go to dance class, so I understand why she needs to wear the same. She also probably wore those for the Waterbomb Festival because in the past, creeps have taken videos of female idols in these situations and edited them inappropriately by either zooming in on their private parts or making slowed down GIFs of the same. Honestly, I'm kind of glad that her stylist and her made the smart decision to prevent her from getting sexualized by these pervs. New Jeans has a comeback, so obviously something problematic is linked to it. They're 3 for 3 at this point. This time, it's not having minor female idols singing songs that use food metaphors for their private parts and lyrics, or aestheticizing mental health institutions for a concept, while calling everyone who calls you out for your inappropriate behavior crazy. No, this time it's making subtle references to a terrorist group? What the On Sunday, Adore's official social media accounts dropped the teaser for New Jeans' upcoming comeback song ETA. Immediately, people noticed some references being made to the Spanish far-left terrorist group of the same name. Now, I am in no means the most well-informed person on this issue, so I highly recommend that you read up as much as you can about this to understand it. But this is what I was able to get from a quick Google search. The first similarity was obviously the name of the song, which is the same as the group. Then in the trailer, it said starring Mikel, Maria and Eva, whose names match with some prominent people associated to the organization, such as Mikel, whose name matches with one of the leaders of the ETA named, it's here on the screen, I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I won't be able to. Maria, whose name also matches the wife's name of said leader, and Eva, whose name matches with one of the victim's daughters. Another thing is the car seen in the trailer for the music video. One of the most prominent strategies used by the ETA was bombing the cars of their victims. Another thing that people noticed was the date. 21st July is the date set for the release of the song, and that day is the same day in history where 2 terrorist attacks were attempted by the ETA, one in the year 1978 and one in the year 1979. Also, 21st July 2023, the same date set for the release of the song, seems to be the tentative date set for the trial of one of the ETA leaders. So basically, it doesn't look good for them. These similarities seem too on the nose to be called a coincidence in my opinion. And of course, when anyone else hears the word ETA, you think of the acronym for Estimated Time of Arrival. And believe me, the New Jeans social media accounts have made attempt after attempt to emphasize that that is the only meaning of the word. But it's not just that one coincidence, right? There are all these other coincidences that don't make sense either, such as the names, the car, the dates. I honestly think this is becoming their marketing strategy because it has worked so well for them. They did the same thing with Cookie and then again for oh my god. This rage baiting that they do is a way to draw people's attention to the new Jeans comebacks. And as always, most of the anger comes from international fans. Honestly, we're the only voice of reason at this point. But to the Korean fans, let me remind you that the other day, there was literally a K-pop idol who got bullied by K-netizens for playing a song by a Japanese artist on Korean Memorial Day. So when it comes to Korean history, everyone must know and do everything by the books. But when it comes to taking responsibility for even accidentally saying or doing something that hurts the feelings of another social group, then it's asking for too much. To all the people who have felt hurt by this, especially the Spanish New Jeans fans, your emotions are valid, okay? Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Also, I hope you join me in my prayer circle to make sure that Minheejin goes to hell. Jennie's debut TV show, The Idol, was a mess from the beginning. From delayed premiere dates to the Rolling Stones article detailing inhumane behind-the-scenes conditions of the set to the terrible ratings of the show, to the point that not only did it not get renewed for a second season, but it got cut short from 6 episodes to 5 episodes. Yes, the final of the show will be airing on 2nd of July. I'm going to be making an entire video about the show after the final episode airs, so keep a lookout for that. But for now, let's talk about Jennie's acting career and how it's flopped with her debut. The show has not done anything good for her. In fact, all it has done is taint her image in her biggest market, Korea. The Korean general public has turned their back on her, with every new article about the show saying that her reputation has taken a major hit and she cannot come back from this. In terms of attracting new fans, she hasn't done that either. Her part in the show is so forgettable because all she had to do was sit there and look pretty. No big elaborate scenes, no dramatic monologues, nothing to make an impact as an actress to the Western market. So by all means of the world, this project was a flop endeavor in her career, and I, for once, am glad that it's over. Honestly, the only good thing to come out of this show were the memes. All 4 members of 50/50 filed lawsuits to suspend their contracts with Attract, citing issues with money, lack of communication, as well as forcing the members to promote despite health issues. This all began on 23rd June, where their company, Attract, released a statement explaining the lack of promotions the group has had due to Arin's worsening health conditions. They said that post her surgery, the doctors recommended almost 2 months of rest time for her. In the same statement, the company accuses an anonymous third party of attempting to poach the 4 members of 50/50 to violate their exclusive contracts with Attract and join their company. The anonymous entity was then confirmed to be Warner Music Korea. This was then retracted and said that Warner Music Korea, who is currently responsible for 50/50's international promotions, was only helping another third party commit these frauds. Attract then also filed a criminal complaint against its former co-CEO and the current CEO of content development group The Givers, Sung-il, for fraud, breach of duty, and obstruction of businesses. Attract also claims that Sung-il illegally obtained the copyright for the song Cupid. This is an ongoing case, so updates about the same will be provided as they come. But oh my god, poor 50-50. From the very beginning, nobody wanted them to succeed. K-nuts have always been against anyone who isn't big 3 or now big 4 making it to the top. This is exactly how they had treated BTS too. But the situation is different because it seemed like Big Hit actually cared about BTS, while Ataract doesn't care about the members of 50-50. They and their well-being is the only thing that should matter right now, and all I can hope is that they're doing okay and are freed from all this toxic drama as soon as possible. They deserve the rights to their music, they deserve to promote without having their health be messed with, and they deserve to be paid as appropriately as possible.